Hey coach, thanks for coming to talk to me. I just have a couple of things to run by you. The boosters, I can't lie, they're on our back. We all know about our budget. We really need their help. So really listening to their concerns and really making them happy is important here. And being the coach here at Colorado Tech, you have to understand that we need to make those boosters happy, the people that are funding our team. So with that being said, they have a demand. They want Smoke Wyatt. He's one of the best recruits in the country. He's one of the best in the state. He has a reputation of being a game changer on defense. I need you to go full force after him. Now, coming into this game, don't worry about, trying to be too impressive in these coming games. We have a tough schedule coming up, but we really need to get Smoke Wyatt. He is one of the best guys in the country, and he can change our program. The boosters want to see him here, so let's get him here. Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the Colorado Tech Dynasty here in the middle of our season now. As we are just halfway through the season, we have 2 games under our belt in Big 12 play, and now we look to get another win versus Texas Tech, who is a middle-of-the-road team right now. And to be quite honest with you, they're one of the maybe 1 or 2 easier teams left on the schedule. Everybody else is a tough outing. But this game, I really want to get some rotation going on the defensive side of the ball. And one thing that we have lacked is honestly just producing turnovers. It's something that we've struggled with. And right now, I think we need to just throw in some different pass rush schemes and throw them some different blitzes. And we will see if that will work, because Texas Tech is known to pass the ball more than anything. They are 4-3 and in 4th place in their division, and we are in the same division. And then in the other division, Group A, Oakland College, 3-0 to start this season in conference. So let's get this game underway, as we'll see if we can get Smoke Wyatt onto campus, as we do play this game at home versus Texas Tech. And this is going to be a matchup of a team that, like I said, they're just a middle-of-the-road team. They have a good scoring offense, but I think we have a chance today. The first play of the game is a handoff, this time to Adrian Johnson, who loses 5 yards. And that one will be a terrible start to this game as we come back to the 20 now. B.J. Johnson lined up in this wildcat formation, running a receiver in motion. 2nd and 15, rolling to the right side. B.J. will take it to the right side, does not get the block, but does pick up a gain of 15 for the first down. Our offense has really been centered around B.J. getting going in the running game and even in the scrambling game, as now we hand the ball off to Adrian Johnson, still trying to find that second option on the ground. And Adrian Johnson's been the closest, but it's really been a struggle. 2nd and 11, quick throw across the middle, and it's going to be picked off. This time looking for Kentrell Kraft. It will be taken back to the 27. So Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, will start out with excellent field position. The pressure was there. We could have thrown it a little earlier, but I was waiting for other routes to develop. And it ends up being the first pass of the game is a turnover. So Texas Tech takes back over. Here's their leading running back, Brian Weeks, who has a gain of 8. Now, their offense is predicated around mainly passing the football, but Brian Weeks gets the majority of the carries. Here he is to the left side. He throws off Joseph Crawford Jr. and picks up a gain of 4. Now, they do run this air raid type of offense, but they've been showing some different looks early on. Here is an option play, and it's stopped by Bo Rocky, who has been playing extremely well on the defensive line. That brings up a 2nd and 14 after that loss of 4. Carter throws left side. It's going to be caught by Davis, and he picks up just enough for the first down. It's a gain of 14 yards as they get it inside the 5. Marlon Carter hands off to Brian Weeks. It's a touchdown. The Red Raiders strike first, and they come on the road and make it 7-0 here early on. Oakland College loses their first conference game, 38-31, a close game there in a shootout versus Baylor, who now moves to the top of the conference. They are a 1-loss team in top 10 in the country as we face them later in the year. Here's a quick throw to the right side. That one is deflected. B.J. Johnson still does not have a complete pass here. 2nd and 10, read option to left side. B.J. takes it for the first and more. And he gets across the 30-yard line, gain of 18 on that carry. So B.J. Johnson, known for that kind of read option type of look quite a bit. Here he is scrambling, making a man miss, picking up a gain of 13 yards. And one thing I want to do is I want to get out of the pocket and make some good throws and not always take off. But when it's there, we got to take it. There is Johnson again. It's a gain of 10. 3 scrambles, already at 60 yards rushing in this game. Here's Johnson now, a design quarterback run, and you can just see the strategy so far. Pound the rock with Johnson as now we get it to a 3rd and 4. Here he is in the pocket. He waits and throws, and those are the throws I want him to make. Waiting for routes to develop, good pass protection. It's a gain of 23 to our leading receiver, Kentrell Kraft. Kraft scored his first touchdown last game. Here is a carry to left side, and Kraft gets inside the 5. It's a gain of 12 on the jet sweep, and now that brings it to the 2-yard line. We come out here with 2 tight ends. Play action fake. Johnson throws to Brian Johnson. It's a touchdown, 2 yards out. Brian Johnson has 59 speed, 59. But he is such a great route runner. You got to make sure you get it to him right when his route cuts because he's not going to create that separation. But you can just see what he valued, how he's valued on this offense. 7-7. Here is Texas Tech now running the option to Brian Weeks this time. That's a great tackle by number 23. That's going to be the safety, Blake Starks, as he comes up and makes the stop. 2nd and 8. Here is Marlon Carter with a lot of room. He picks up a block downfield and a little cut to wait for his block and does get run down after a gain of 30 by Sion Okafor. But now they're across the 50-yard line after that carry. Here is Marlon throwing across the middle. That's going to be caught by Hill. And he picks up a gain of 8 for a first down. Mason Stonebreaker does trip him up. So they're just at the edge of field goal range. Another option play. This time Carter runs to the right side, pitches it behind his back. It's going to be picked off. Sion Okafor on the, fumble recovery. It looked like the game was confused on who should be celebrating there. But Sion Okafor just playing the pitch lane on that one. And Marlon Carter just makes a terrible mistake. Now back on offense, B.J. Johnson taking the quarterback draw. If they're not going to spy him and stop him, we're going to keep running these design quarterback runs. 2nd and 3, quick throw. This is Jackson. He goes up and gets it. 6'5" receiver. It's a 12-yard gain for his first catch of the evening. This is a night game here as we run the halfback orbit. Here's a screen pass out to Johnson on the left side, just trying to get him the ball any way possible. It's a gain of 3 yards. So now we're into the second quarter. BJ throws, almost picked off. Wow, Ramon Little had a lot of ground to make up on that one, but he gets to that pass. And we're going to allow him to go for it here. We're in 4-down territory. The blitz off the left edge gets Johnson out of the pocket, but BJ Johnson has the speed. He picks up the first and more. 13 yards. He's at 86 yards rushing, and we just ended the first quarter. Running the option now. Johnson keeps it. He breaks the tackle and pitches it to Adam Roth. Roth into the game, picks up a gain of 14. It's a first down. How about the power of B.J. Johnson staying on his feet and keeping that play alive? So now running Kentrell Kraft in motion. Here's a design running a handoff to Adrian Johnson. He puts it on the ground. It's picked up by Martin. One man dives, and Martin will probably take this one all the way to the 20, to the 10. It's a touchdown. And what a terrible mistake by Adrian Johnson. You got to hold on to the football. And now it's 14-7. We had all the momentum right there, and all of a sudden we give it right back. We start the next drive, though. Johnson goes down. Ricky Rodriguez gets in for the sack. 3rd and 22. BJ throws deep down the right side, and it's going to be caught. Kentrell Kraft with an excellent diving catch, and that's a first down. You got to depend on your best players to make the plays for you. Here's a quick throw, and that is Brian B.J. Johnson. He has the catch for a gain of 8. And like I said, I'm going to try to get him the ball more because he is our best route runner, even with his speed. Here's a throw to the sideline. That one is dropped. Jackson cannot hold on to that one. Bringing it to the 48. 3rd and 2. Play action. It looks like it's a read option, actually. He takes to the left side, and Johnson gets the first down. He tried to pick up a block and maybe just a little bit of a rub block as well. And now here we go, 5 minutes left here in the first half. Here's a throw to the sideline. That is caught by Mike Marone. And a gain of 16, the two tight ends getting involved early in the passing game. So we run the clock a little bit. Here's Johnson, quick throw to Kentrell Kraft. That one is sniffed out, only picks up a gain of 1, bringing it to the 27 for a 3rd and 9. BJ rolls to the right side. He's got space to run it. He will. He picks up a nice little chip block that time by Adrian Johnson and picks up a gain of 14. He's almost at 100 yards here in the first half. 3 minutes to go now. Johnson throws to the end zone. This one's picked off by Cooper. And he will be tackled at about the 3. But Johnson had a man open in the end zone, but Cooper just rises up and goes and gets it. Mookie Richardson had an open lane, and we just tried to get it over the top of the linebacker, and it looked like the safety may have been coming over. He could have jumped it. But now here comes Texas Tech now inside the 10. It's a gain of 4 on the fullback dive to Ryan Austin. 2nd and 6, they spread it out here. 4 wide receivers out onto the field. Marlon Carter in the pocket. He's going to run out of time. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by Texas Tech, but it's going to be a safety in the end zone. Sion Okafor just ran over the ball. Why did he not pick it up right there? Could have been a tie ball game, but we'll take the 2 points. But how about Alec Robinson getting to the quarterback for the strip sack? And now it's a 14-9 game. So here is Adrian Johnson with the counterplay to the right. And we have about 2.5 minutes to go as they send the pressure now. It's picked up beautifully. Johnson out of the pocket. He has it for a gain of 3, fumbles it out of bounds. If he had the speed there, he could have went for a big gain on that one. 3rd and 3, handoff. And that one will be a first down. We're right at 2 minutes left here in this game. Running the screen pass now on a 1st and 10. Great blocking. 1 block, 2 blocks, and there is Adrian Johnson. He sprung forward for about a gain of 35 to the 19. It's a big time throw and catch and run by Adrian Johnson from BJ Johnson. And now here we are in the field goal range. We're thinking 6 on this one. Good blocking. BJ tries to get rid of it at the last second. He gets hit on that throw. They're going to call it incomplete, bringing it to a 3rd and 10 at about the 20. The pressure is right there. Johnson breaks 1 tackle. He tries to keep going, but he does get tripped up at about the 28. That one could have been really bad, because if he wouldn't have broke that tackle, we would have been way back at the 33, 34-yard line. It would have been a long field goal, but instead we do knock that one through, bringing it to a 14-12 game. So about 35 seconds left in the first half. Marlon Carter throws to the right side, and he's 4 of 6 for 39 yards. That is very unorthodox for a Texas Tech offense. As now here's 30 seconds left. 3rd and 10 now. Carter throws, and that one should have been picked off. Wow, you can't get a better opportunity than outside linebacker Jerome James just got, but now we get the ball right back before halftime. 13 seconds left. Here's a quick throw. That one is a timeout. 12 seconds to go now, just at the 50. BJ Johnson in the pocket will throw to the right side. He's got Shields. He's going to dive out of bounds. Gain of 15. And now we have about 5 seconds left. We want to run a quick play. We're just out of field goal range here on a 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Jackson. Jackson, he tries to get down, but he cannot. That one would have been perfect if he would have got down right there, but the time will run to all zeros. 14-12 here. We've come back after a couple of bad turnovers, down by 2. So second half action now. Here is Carter. Looks like it's going to be a counter play to Weeks, and a good stop that time by Bo Rocky, along with Tyler Ashley, who was there in the backfield. Bringing it to a 2nd and 9. Carter throws, incomplete. 3rd and 9 now. We could come up with a stop and possibly score on our next drive to take the lead. Here's a screen pass. No, it's not. Here's a quick throw to the right side. It's Glover, and he has it for a gain of 9. Joseph Crawford Jr. had the middle coverage right there and let him run right past him. So now here is Marlon Carter now running the option to the left side. How about this Texas Tech play calling? They're running everything. whether it's the veer, whether it's the option, triple option, spread offense, under center with a fullback. But here is a screen pass. This is caught by Brandon Taylor and taken to the house, 44 yards. Just like that, Texas Tech lights up the scoreboard. It's now 21-12. As now we are down by 2 scores. And here's our offense back onto the field. BJ rolling, stopping, throwing to the right side. Adrian Johnson has it, and he has a gain of 7. You know, my thoughts about our running back position is that we just need some more speed there. We could be looking at some cornerbacks playing running back. We'll have to see. Here's a throw across the middle. This is Mookie Richardson. Even Richardson could probably play some running back. We'll have to explore all options. 3rd and 3. Here's a carry. There is Adrian Johnson up the middle. It's a gain of 9 for him, but only 13 yards carrying. That has to be better. So now running a man in motion. That's BJ Johnson. Brian BJ. This is going to be a throw to the right side. The pressure coming from all directions. It will be an incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. Throwing. And Kentrell Kraft may not have been on the same page as his quarterback right there, and it ends up being an incomplete and now a punt. Here is Marlon Carter, though, running it himself, and that one will be enough for the first down. As now there's about 4 minutes to go. The Red Raiders running up the middle. This time it's going to be Weeks again. A big-time carry by Brian Weeks, a gain of 25, and it's a first down, 8.3 yards per carry for Weeks. And now they spread him out again. Draw play, Weeks with a wide-open hole. He runs right through it, a gain of 18. I mean, they couldn't have had a much better play call than that. We sent the outside pressure, and the middle just opens up. So now they spread him out again, this time 5 wide. Marlon Carter in the pocket, waits all day and throws to Taylor, who stays on his feet, somehow is into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Wow, how does this even happen? Look at Taylor in the middle of the scrum. First of all, look at all the pressure on Marlon Carter. Nothing. And he gets rid of it to the left side, right side. Taylor somehow does not get tackled in the middle of all that. And it's now a 27-12 game. So here is BJ Johnson. I'm getting the BJs mixed up here. That's a loss of 1 on that carry, bringing it to a 3rd and 11. Here is no pressure right away. Throwing, and that one will be caught. Adrian Shields across the middle. Good throw by BJ Johnson. Now let's see what our team has in them as we near the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's a quick throw to the right side. Mookie, like I said, I might want to get him some carries in the backfield. We'll have to see going forward. Here's a throw out to the right side. Adam Roth, and he's got it for a gain of 5. That brings it to a 3rd and 5 now. Come out here with 5 wide. Marone at tight end. It looks like Mookie's onto the field. Quick throw to Kraft. Knocked away. 4th and 5. BJ Johnson is 16 of 34, and this defense has been playing very well. 4th and 5. We go for it. Quick throw, and that is caught by Kentrell. He stays with possession right there. It's a gain of 9. 1st and 10 now. BJ throws to the right side. This is a spin and a catch. It's going to be Kentrell inside the 5 now. He's at 86 yards receiving in this one, bringing it to the 4. So now there's a goal-to-go situation. BJ gets flushed out of the pocket, makes the man miss, and he takes it in. It's a touchdown by BJ. Okay, we're right back in this game now. We just need a couple of stops here. BJ putting the team on his back as usual. We line up to go for 2 here to make it a possible 10-point game, and this is going to be taken, actually an 7-point game, and that one will be stopped in the backfield. And that one will be unsuccessful. It's still a 2-score game here as now Texas Tech is back on offense. Here is Carter taking it to left side, running over a defender. Blake Starks could not make the tackle. It's a gain of 13. On to the 4th quarter. Another handoff. This is going to be Weeks again, staying on his feet. And it's Brian Weeks up the middle. He's nearing 100 on the day. Handoff up the middle. Great block, and he runs over a defender. It's going to be a first down, gain of 23. That one puts him over the century mark. 107 on the day off of just 10 carries. It seems like he's gotten the ball way more than that. So here is Marlon Carter. Quick throw. Anderson! It's a touchdown. Texas Tech strikes again. It's now 35 to 18 after they go for the 2-point conversion to make it a 17-point game. BJ, he had Mike Marone open for a touchdown, and he can't find him in time. And now it's going to be a 2nd and long, 6.5 to go. BJ waiting in the pocket, throws at the last possible second. That was a little luck on that one. Gain of 14 as that brings it to a 3rd and 2. Looks like BJ had the option called, but it looks like he changes the play. He throws an incomplete pass to Jackson. Jackson, who was wide open. And why not? We're down by 3 scores. Go for it. 4th and 2. BJ stays on his feet and picks up the first down, keeps this drive alive. As now there's about 5 minutes to go. Play action fake. The pressure is right there. BJ tries to get rid of it. It's going to be a sack, a loss of 13 yards. That guy has 10 tackles on the day as well. As now here's BJ looking for a man deep. It wasn't there. He stops and he throws across the middle. It's Mike Marone. He's got it across the 30 and gets tackled at about the 28. It's a 1st down throw. But now we hurried up to the line now. We're running out of time. 1st and 10 at the 30. Taking it up the middle is BJ Johnson spinning around. Gain of 6. He's definitely over 100 yards on the day. But let's see if he can complete the comeback, but it's very unlikely now. Here is a 2nd and 4 throw to the right side. Mike Marone, he's got it for a gain of 15. We're inside the 10. So now it's a 1st and goal. Johnson throws to Kentrell Kraft, who dives for the pylon. It's a touchdown, 6 for 94 for Kentrell Kraft. He shows up every single game. He's the one guy we can truly depend on in that receiving core. And now we are down by 10. And now it's 35 to 25. Here is Weeks running the football. Picks up a block. He sprung forward to the 30, to the 20, the 10, and pushed out at about the 4-yard line. Tyler Ashley eventually brings him down. But a gain of 69 yards, 11 for 176 for Brian Weeks. What a block downfield on Starks, and now they're inside the 5. Read option call. This is Carter. Touchdown. We just cannot stop the versatility of the play calling by Texas Tech. It's just way too much for our defense. And we're still in these shootouts, though. And now it's 42 to 25. But here's Johnson. He gets tackled, but gets up and keeps going. The ball's on the ground now. It's out of bounds. What a crazy play right there. He fell down on top of some defenders and then fumbles it out of bounds. And now there's about 1:15 to go. Here is Johnson. We still have all 3 timeouts. Rolling to the right side. He's going to stop and try to throw this one. Hit on that one. And that was a hard hit. Let's see if he'll stay in the game, and he does. He's a tough guy. As now that brings it to a 4th and 7. BJ steps up. He stops again. He tries to run it, and he gets it. Wow, BJ Johnson is so elusive. Stepped up in the pocket, rolled to the right side. He's at 135 yards rushing. And now here he is once again. Throw to the right side. A wide open Jackson. Back juke picks up a gain of 17 yards. His 3rd catch of the day. He's got a couple of drops as well. 1st and 10. Throw to the right side. This is Jackson. Jackson who spins around. That's going to be a touchdown. But with 31 seconds left, down by 2 scores, it's just going to be a little too late. But we do put up the points here. We score 32, but it ends up not being enough in the end. Texas Tech to take this game on the road for them. 10 of 14 for Marlon Carter. He scored 4 total touchdowns as well. But I would have gave the player of the game to Brian Weeks. I mean, he was pretty much unstoppable on the ground. But we lost by 10. Texas Tech wins the shootout. And they really had no issues on offense. I mean, they were throwing the ball well. I think they took a little bit to warm up to throw the ball, but for the most part, they ran the ball extremely well, and that really helped them in this game. How about BJ Johnson, though? He ran for his career high today and threw a pretty good game. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And one of the interceptions was just an excellent play by the defender jumping up when Mookie Richardson was in the back of the end zone. Like I said, not sure that wouldn't have been a turnover if that would have got over his head, but a great play nonetheless. But we are still not getting sacks. We're not getting turnovers at all. We did pick up that fumble recovery from Sion Okafor earlier, but that was pretty much it. And besides that, if you take that away, this could have been uglier than what it was. Brian Weeks had 171 off of just 13 carries in this game as well. But now we move on to some recruiting news, and we find out that a cornerback that we had on our board, Travis Hawkins, commits to Air Force, so he stays within the state. But we do get another linebacker in Luke Burnett. Now remember, this is a budget dynasty, so we only have 10 scholarships to start it out. And then with each non-conference opponent that we play on the road, and that is ranked, they end up paying us, so we get a scholarship for each of those games. So we have 12 total. We have 7 total commits right now, so we do have to be careful with how we are giving out these scholarships. So we'll have to see. We only have 12. So looking at everybody else in our conference, we do have West Virginia coming up, Iowa State, BYU, and Oakland College. Now, I thought we played Baylor, but I guess we don't. And there is a rumor that Smoke Wyatt's going to be looking to visit our school next week. So going up against West Virginia, that's going to be a tough game to visit, but maybe he likes the atmosphere. Maybe he wants to stay in state. It looks like it's a 2-team race between us and Michigan, and I think he's leaning more towards us. So we'll see what happens in recruiting. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.